Again, I'm going to repeat. In domain number 4, we have 2 skills. Number 1, form, structure, and sense. And number 2 is boundaries. Number 1 has 5 skills. The first one, subject-verb agreement. Level 1 is going to be easily solved. Why? Because we're going to have three singular, 1 plural. Or 3 plural, 1 singular. So it can be easily solved, but I do advise you to return to the text to be sure that the subject is singular or plural. Please, even if you find that the elimination worked with you, please, 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 it will not take from you time. If it comes to singular and to plural, no. In that case, you have to find the subject to decide that it's which one, singular or plural, and which it will be. But I think this will not happen at all. No, this will not happen. In subject-verb agreement, all the time is going to be level 1. 3 singular, 1 plural. 3 plural, 1 singular. The only one that it will happen like that is pronoun and serial agreement. In this case, yes, you're going to have level 2 and level 3. Level 2 and level 3, and even we made this in the test that we solved it together right now. In level 2 and level 3, you're going to find that 2 plural, 2 singular, like 1 plays, or he plays, or whatever. The one that has 1, it, they, we. So in that case, you have to search for the antecedent to match it with the pronoun. But mostly it will come level 1 also. 3 singular, 1 plural. Or 3 plural, 1 singular. But it will come, if your luck come to level 2, take care. If 2 singular, 2 plural, return back to the text to find the antecedent. Like cranberries. How it must be them. Sometimes it's going to bring for you 2 singular. Like it's going to bring for you it and him. We're talking about cranberries, so it's going to be it. Sometimes it's going to bring for you him and he. And one of them is right. Him and he. Take care. Him and he. So you have to decide, this is subject pronoun or object pronoun. Subject pronoun before the verb, object pronoun after the verb. Don't forget that after preposition, no subject verb. After preposition, no subject verb. Yes, Muhammad. Okay. C. No, this it will come in level 2 and level 3 immediately. Sometimes in level 1, but it will come like that. Here, verb forms. The main 3 verbs is present, past, future. Present, past, future. Present, past, future. Future will come the least, but it will come present and past. You look at consistency of the sentence. If the sentence before and after in the present, keep it in the present. If it's in the past, keep it in the past. Despite or only in condition you're going to change if you find words like I play football, but yesterday, okay? Play here present. I'm not going to use in the second sentence present because I use a keyword yesterday. It's in the past. So I have to use past verb. Modifier. If you find that the choices are long, be sure that this is a modifier. The modifier come in the beginning of the sentence. It's a form of a verb, but end with ed or ing or en. And after it a comma, and after that modifier, it comes the word, the noun, or a pronoun that is modified by this word. Modify by those words. Ed, ing, or en. Noun or a pronoun. If it doesn't come like that, so it's wrong. If it comes modifier, be sure that it's a modifier that modifies this. Talking to my mom, I can't say the cat. Talking to my mom, comma, I. Plurals and possessive. If you find the choices that the add apostrophe s, or the delete apostrophe s, or the add s apostrophe, so be sure that this is a kind of possessive. Take care of the possessive. That they must be 2 nouns come after each other. If the possessive come here, so it must after it a noun. If after it full stop, if it after it a preposition, if after it a verb, it will not need a possessive. But 2 nouns after each other, yes. So the first one, we put for it a possessive. Take care. We put for it a possessive. Then you look at the sentence. You find that which one is singular or plural, because he put for you one with apostrophe S and one with S apostrophe. Take care. The word children, it will never followed by S apostrophe. It's wrong. This is the first one. Just wait. I'm going to write for the other people after you. It's March also. Okay. The second one, boundaries, punctuation. The least mark, 800 miss. Okay. There are certain people. Yes miss.
مستر بكرة حناخد
دلال.
حصة ولا لا؟
لا دلال، بكره هنزل بس امتحان.
اوكي.
Okay. Mesa, there are certain people here. My high expectation for all of you to get 700 and more. But there are certain people that did the second course with me. I'm not going to accept less than 750. Other 700, no problem, first time. Next time, I know that you're going to be increased. If you got 800, it's going to be a kind of gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, Mesa? Kind of hospitation, Mesa. This is easy. I can fit and you get the one. Let's find this one. Boundaries or one? Again, we looking out in the mark. To the follow up or question. Have to be sure that why? Okay. So again, in the close, there is a question. It will not come for all of you, but it will come. That he talked about the end mark, full stop or question mark. Take care if it's a WH question. So we're going to have the WH, then helping verb, then the subject, then the main verb, then question mark. WH, helping verb, subject, main verb. If there is no helping and main, like we have only a kind of linking verb, like am, is, are, was, were. So it's going to be WH. The verb, then the subject. What's your name? Anything except that, it's a statement, full stop. Also, you have to know that the clause consists of the clause consists of subject verb, but we have two kind of clauses: independent and dependent. Independent has subject verb, it will give us a complete thought. Dependent, it will start with a subordinate conjunction or with a relative clause, relative pronoun. And it has subject verb, but it will not give a complete thought alone. How to link? We talk about that. how to link the two independent clauses. If we have two independent clauses come after each other, full meaning, we connect them by comma fanboys, semicolon, or full stop. Take care. Semicolon and fanboys, it can come only in one case. What that case, teacher? That there is a list inside a list. There is a list inside a list. There is a list inside a list. And you're going to be lucky because you're going to find another semicolon in the sentence. And you're going to find many commas here, then semicolon. Many commas, huh? Many commas or comma, at least. So semicolon. So here we have to choose semicolon if there are commas. This is the only case. Other cases, no. We're not going to use semicolon with fanboys. What about dependent and independent? We know that the dependent has subordinate conjunction. And it will not give you a complete thought, so it needs independent. If the dependent comes first, then the independent will be comma. What about if the independent comes first, then the dependent, we don't put nothing. We don't put anything. Except that this dependent start with a relative clause. Who, which, whose, whom. Don't forget, if after the subject, comma, before the verb, comma. After the subject, dash, before the verb, dash. After the subject, nothing, before the verb, nothing. After the subject, parentheses, before the verb, parentheses. Semicolon, we talked about it. It has only two cases. Connecting to independent if there is a list inside a list. What about the modifier or the supplements, the words or the phrases or the relative clause that not important? If it come in the middle, put comma before it if it's not essential and after it. If it come at the end, put before it. It can be dash or dash, or can be dash one if it's at the end. It can be two parentheses, and here also can be two parentheses at the end. How I know that this is non-essential? Delete it and read the sentence. If it works, so it's non-essential. Don't forget that that will not preceded with any punctuation. We talk about the comma, the parentheses, and the dash. Okay, we talked about the comma, that it will come in a list, but more than two. X, comma, Y, comma, and Z. Take care. Don't put, if we have a subject and verb, don't put comma between them, except that there is subject and verb, and between them a clause or a phrase or a word or a modifier. After the subject, comma, before verb, comma. But subject, verb directly come after each other. You put between them comma or dash, wrong. Semicolon between two independent, or if there is a list inside the list, as I told you, we're going to be lucky because you're going to find another semicolon. You have to find another semicolon. And between them, at least a comma. At least a comma. Colon for explanation and extra information. But take care. Colon will come after independent. It will not come after dependent at all. Don't put colon to separate between the verb and its object. Don't put colon to separate between the preposition and its object. The dash, we talk about it. I think I'm done. Any other information that you want me to explain? How about Badawi? Clear? Okay. I have recorded this one. Let me stop recording. Yes, say.
في اي شيء هيك رول انه بيجي اوقات معينه، يعني مثلا اشياء قليله كثير تيجي، يعني إنه ايش في اشياء انه ممكن تيجي باوقات قليله، مثلا زي عندنا
طب بص انا اعطيت
تروما.
لك مستويات. بص يا،
بص خطين.
الصوت بعيد يا محمد، انت قاعد في حته فيها.
بيقول لك ابوستروف ماشي.
اها،
فانه وتكون مثلا عندنا اس ابوستروف، يعني اس ابوستروف حكينا انه ناون وناون يكون بعده.
لازم يبقى في ناون بعديها. اي حاجه فيها apostrophe اس اور اس apostrophe لازم يكون في ناون بعديها.
اه بعرف انه قلت لي لازم يكون في ناون، وممكن يكون في كيس يكون فيه اثنين، انه اثنين ابوستروف بعدين يكون في ناون بعده.
ما فيش مشكله، احنا قلنا اللي فيها تو apostrophe دي لا خلاص هنكسلها، لان الامتحان اللي فات جاب حالات فيها اتنين كلمتين وراهم تو apostrophe، دي ما فيش مشكله فيها.
طب ايش في رود، قصدي مستر زي هيك انه سبيشال كونديشنز.
ما هو ما فيش سبيشال، هو احنا اكتشفنا المره اللي فاتت كنا احنا بنلغي قبل كده التو apostrophe.
اه كنا
فاكر؟
نلغيهم قبل. اه
بعد كده فوجئنا لا ان في امتحان جاب وكانت فعلا صح. يعني بقول ايه؟ تامرز كارز تاير، ما دي صح. او يقول مثلا تامرز son، مش عارف اجيب لك اكزامبل زي كده، بس هو عموما بتيجي تو apostrophe. اهم شيء ان تو ناونز جايين ورا بعض يا،
اه
دي اهم شيء. لان ممكن الابوستروف تيجي في اول الكلمه واخر الكلمه. احنا كنا بنكنسلها الاول، قلت لك لا دلوقتي مش هنكنسلها. دلوقتي هنشوف الكلمه الاولانيه بعدها ناون تمام، الكلمه الاخيره بعديها ناون يبقى تمام، مش بعديها ناون يبقى غلط. تمام.
اه.
اوكي. Okay, there's someone write something. Okay, Masa, you have to solve this test, Masa, okay? Okay. Let me send the test right now. I need to stop recording.